Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Sunday morning. It's really early right now, and I really want to finish this today so it could be in the muffler shop tomorrow on Monday morning. So I went to the stores right now and I got these. These are the studs for the headers for the exhaust manifold. That's the part number 03411, and this is to replace the ones that were in there. I got some hose clamps, these, and then I got these. I didn't know what size I needed, so I got smaller and bigger ones. And I also got a pod to hold my gauge, my boost gauge. And then I ran across the street to Harbor Freight. I got some stuff to clean my hands. I got this digital torque adapter. So instead of using a torque wrench, I'm going to be using this. I got some little brushes, just in case. And then I got some more sockets. These are 3/8 drives, and then the other ones are just quarter drive. I don't want to be messing around looking for stuff. I just want to finish this. I got some shop towels so I could clean all the mess, and then when I drain my oil, make sure I don't spill anything. If you just wipe it. And we are pretty much ready to start. Okay, you guys, so I took the saw and I got under here and I cut my exhaust pipe right here and right there, and then I threw the rest right here, so when I go to the muffler shop I'll just take it in and they could probably reuse some of it. Now what we want to do is work on this line for the oil pan. So the oil pan has a bracket that goes to the transmission. In order to get, you can see, like, let me see, you can see all the screws, the bolts where they go, and then there's like this bracket that runs all the way around and up. So it's got a bolt here, a bolt here, and then it's got one up here, and then the same thing in the back of the oil pan. So I went ahead and I already loosened them up. These are 14s, all three of these, but the one that goes all the way to the top is actually a 12. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that. And then we're gonna connect our line from here, and then we're gonna mark it exactly where we wanna cut, where we wanna drill to tap into the oil pan. Okay, so I removed the bracket, and it's right here, the transmission bracket. And I removed this thing. It covers up your flywheel. It's directly behind this bracket. And that one only had 2 bolts in it. It came off really easy. And now what I'm doing is I'm draining the oil, 17mm socket, and that will take the plug out of the back and drain the oil. The next thing I did is the line right here. I kind of marked the spot right here, so as you can see, it's gonna plug right there. I'm just trying to keep it away. I got like a curve going because I'm trying to keep it away from the exhaust. Otherwise, that oil is gonna be really hot, and it's already gonna be hot enough as it comes out of the turbo. So what I'm gonna do is, now that I marked it, what I did was, hold on, let me get the the other plug that's gonna go right there. Okay, so this is the plug that's gonna go in the oil pan. Basically, these washers right here are gonna end up in between from one side to the other. And what I did is I went up as high as I could because I don't want the oil to flow back and up. So I went as high as I could, like that, and without going up too high where I can't spin this thing. So, and I did it between these two bolts so I can still have access to the bolts right there, and I'll still have clearance for the bolt. It's really close, but it's gonna work right there. And right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove all these bolts and drop this oil pan, and we can start the drilling process. These bolts are, I believe, 10 millimeter, and then I gotta replace the gasket, and after that put a little bit of gasket maker in the little points where you're supposed to. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so the oil pan came off. So you guys can see, it's completely off. And here's the little dot that I had made with the marker before I took it off, where I marked it. Now basically you can see on the other side, on the inside, there's really nothing there. So it's like the perfect spot for it. So what I have here is one of these kind of drill bits, and basically I'm gonna start cutting in there slowly and work my way up to the size that I need. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. Start drilling, and let me look at this thing really quick. Okay, so basically the hole I want is this size right here. As soon as I can stick this through, that's pretty much it. Then the washers and the other parts are the ones that are gonna hold it together. So let me drill a little bit in there. And any shavings that you get on the inside, I haven't cleaned the oil out yet, but any shavings you get, just leave that oil in there so the oil could catch them, and then go ahead and clean out the inside of your oil pan afterwards. Okay, so this is pretty much it right there, and then this one's gonna drop right in there like that. See it on the other side, but in between this and the other side, we're gonna use these washers that are gonna keep the oil from coming out. And of course, because I'm pretty paranoid, I'll probably put like some RTV on this side just to be sure. So first I'm gonna clean my oil pan really good, clean out the metal shavings that are in there. You can see them. Clean this out right here for my new gasket. And as soon as that's on there good, I'll continue my video. Okay, so I got it on there now, and I put a little bit of black RTV all the way around, and on the inside the same thing. The red stuff you see is thread locker, and then I used the black RTV all the way around so I don't want any sort of leaks. And right now I'm just letting it bake under the sun for a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and reinstall it with the new gasket that I got. It's sitting right here. Right now I have a pretty big mess, so I'm just gonna clean up the tools that I need, the ones that I don't need. Well, that bakes for a little bit, hardens the RTV, and then we'll go ahead and install it. Okay, so the oil pan is back in. I went ahead and put in all the bolts, and they go in a sequence starting from the middle, across, and back and forth, and so on. The torque is 9 pounds that has to be torqued at, and it's pretty much ready to go. I put the plug back in over here. I'm going to change my oil filter while I'm at it, and we'll go ahead and mock up the turbo again and try to check the lines again, see how